Hey guys, this is Teresa. I'm gardening with the West Fork with my friend Sue, who's from the western side of West Virginia on the backwaters of the Ohio River, who's also a gardener. And today we're doing a couple things. I'm dividing perennials for her to take home, and she has brought me some perennials that I'll show you when we get over to the other garden that I'm going to plant today that are hers. That's the best thing about perennials. They will always be able to be divided, and you can give them away. If you have a plant swap, you can put them in pots and give those away to your friends and neighbors, or you could sell them if you wanted to. But today they're going to be going with Sue, and the first thing we're dividing are my ostrich ferns, which they are very easy to dig up. I'm using a fork, which makes it easy, and you'll see when I pull these up, they multiply through rhizomes, and you want to plant these no more, you can see right here. So when you plant these, you're going to plant these no deeper than an inch, inch and a half. So we're going to give these to Sue. Let me dig this out. Take this one out. You can see the rhizome there. So she'll plant that back in the soil no deeper than an inch, inch and a half. And that will just, these were all like one or two plants, and it's really nice to see how it's taking over in this area. They like well drained soil, composted, and they like shade and part sun. If it's been very dry, you want to wet that down before you start digging any of these perennials. Fortunately, we've had lots of rain, and that is a positive thing for division in the spring. You always want to be dividing these things in the spring. The other thing she's going to take home today are these beautiful white violets that, it's wrapped itself around the light cord. Just pull it apart if you can. There you go. Because what you can do with these is you can just tease those roots apart and put these clumps like that. This is not an invasive ground cover, but it's beautiful. It stays green all season long, and the blooms, as long as we're having nice, cool, wet weather, the blooms, they bloom all season too. Last year I put these in a pot on the deck, and they bloomed all season, along with one of my Japanese painted ferns, which I'm going to send with Sue. And I have one that I found. Let me just take it from this area here. It's just as easy to get it right here where Reg can see. So we're going to dig up some of these Japanese painted ferns. Oh, you can see their little fiddleheads coming out of the ground. See if I can get in here. This is a thick, they are really compacted.
They compact the earth.
Yeah. But again, none of these plants take any fertilization. I throw compost on the edge of my garden, and you can see that's a nice clump. You can divide that out. Let me get you another. They're not invasive. I've never really had to over control them, over divide them.
Yeah, they're just perfect in this area.
I know, they are.
Got their own little home.
And you don't have to be real gentle. You can just rip them apart. There we go. And when Sue gets home, she can just take pieces. She has a beautiful wooded lot, and just stick these no deeper than they came out of the ground. A lot of roots on that. There's the little head. And in no time, she'll have plenty to take home with her. So those are the Japanese painted ferns, the white violets,
I'm excited.
and the ostrich fern. The other thing we're going to do today, every year I have this nice edging border of lamb's ear, or stachys Byzantina, and I don't like it to be any wider than where I've started digging out, because through the summer it will come back. But if I didn't dig it out a little bit, it could be more invasive, and I don't want that. It's not aggressive, but where Sue is, didn't you say, Sue, that you want to put this on your bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she has
behind the flower bed.
Behind the flower bed. These are very drought tolerant. They don't need fertile soil. They do not need fertilization. They make a mat. They can take direct sun. They're from the mint family. And, you know, so mints do tend to encroach. But you can't beat this plant. It will bloom in the summer. I cut the blooms off. I prefer just to see this bluish green color of the foliage. And I go through and I just, here, let me help you with that. You dig now. So Sue's going to take this home, and what you can do with this is just take clumps of it, pull it apart, stick it in your ground. If it's dry, you want to keep it watered, but are you getting as much rain as we are here?
We have lots of rain.
Yeah. And just stick a little clump anywhere you want it. It likes a little well-drained soil too. It does great on a bank. Yeah. It'll be great to take over that, under those trees. So she'll take these home, divide them in clumps, and I'm going to end up sending her this whole row back behind in front of my tulips to about here, just to keep it looking nice and tidy. So today, not only am I sending plants with her, look what she brought me today to plant. Sue, what do I have?
We have yellow, Japanese or Siberian daisies. Or
Daisies or
irises.
irises. I'll find a picture and put it up on the screen so they can see that.
And these are really compacted also, so they can probably be divided 3 or 4 times.
Yay. Yay, yay, yay. There's that. Now, I don't know what this is down here on the ground.
We have snowdrops.
And when did the snowdrops bloom? I'm sure
Snowdrops usually bloom between February and March. They'll bloom depending on the weather, winter weather we have. This year they didn't bloom until March, or sometime in March. But they're just a very shallow planted. You'll have to get a picture, thumbnail for snowdrops.
Okay.
They're so beautiful. I paint them with my watercolors. So.
And this is the little bulbs.
They have little bulbs. I have lots of little bulbs. You can just see them right in there. And you just separate this clump, or you can put it in all at once.
All right.
They
and this too. Oh yeah, I see bulbs.
Yeah,
there's
they're in
there's
there.
the bulbs. Okay. Just stick the clump in there. And what she suggested I do is, since these, I'm going to put them in the ground. Once I see some green leaf come out, well, do you think they'll bloom this year for me?
No.
Okay. So once I see the green leaves, I'll probably put a little mark there so that next fall I can divide them out and separate more of them, because it looks like there's tons of them in here. So those are my little snowdrops. And like she said, I'll put a little picture up for that. They're a nice little spring bloomer.
They're so pretty because they're one of the first blooms in winter. And along with your hellebore.
Okay.
They come up about the same time.
Good.
A little bit before.
And they can be planted, well, because they come up early,
Yes.
then they're usually shaded by wherever they are. But
Yes.
can I put them in direct sun, or should it be
Oh,
better?
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, anywhere. Okay. But they should be in the front of the border. How tall do you think they get?
They'll get about 12 inches.
Okay. So the front of the border mixed in. So I have something to plant that she's given me. Again, perennials. They're the best things out there for giving away and sharing with people. And she gets to go home today and plant this too. So Sue, it's been fun.
Thank
and
you.
Thanks for watching.
Oh no, we're supposed to thank each other.
No, that's a don't thank each other. That'll definitely kill every plant out there. So anyhow, we'll just fist bump. Yeah. And thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork with Sue from the west side of West Virginia. The backwaters. That's where she's from.
River.
Backwaters of the Ohio River gardener. We'll see you in the next video.